Good morning. It's Thursday the 11th of May and I've already been over the allotment. I'll put the footage in after this. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning and it's a glorious day, so warm. Just having a cup of coffee before I crack on with everything. Went to Gloucester all day yesterday and for an appointment, and when we got back I just got on with doing jobs in the garden, so I didn't pick the camera up, but I'll take you on a little tour and show you what I did yesterday and what I've got planned to do today. Lots of planting, some outdoor tomatoes, squash are going into tubs and courgettes are going to go in. What else have I got there? Oh, I've got some Swede seedlings to prick out. Plenty to do. Better crack on. First of all, I'll enjoy my coffee. I had some casualties after that hailstorm a couple of days ago in the sweet corn department, so luckily I've got some spares. I'm just going to pop these in over the allotment and I'll go back home. Oh, and the asparagus is going to go in the bed where the crowns haven't come up yet, because the two that I planted the other day seem to be doing quite nicely even after all that hailstorm. So sweet corn plants replaced. Little Robin coming down to see what I've been up to. Don't you go pecking my asparagus when I just put it in. Thank you. I've still got some asparagus plants left over, but that's 11 in the beds, and there was one just here. I think I've got another spear coming through, but I put a plant to the side of it just in case. I think I've had a casualty over there with the celeriac. I think that was the hail. So that's all I'm doing here today. Oh, one of the ladies who used to have this plot, she had these two plots here. She lives in the bungalows there. She gave me her old tub of chicken manure. That's nice of her. So I've applied a liberal amount of chicken manure pellets to all beds. Right, these arrived yesterday while we were out. I'd ordered some more of these. I'm going to put two of the squash in here, and I'm going to trail them up over the fence. And I've used Ali's method of putting, Ali from My Rusty Garden, use this method of filling them up and keeping them clean at the same time. How cool is that? Such a simple idea. And then over here I'm going to put with the last two tomatoes and a cucumber, and then all my squashes are going to go in these tubs and trail up the shed there, hopefully, and in that one there. So I've planted that in there, and all I have to do now, oh, careful of the seed leaves, take that out. All the soil I dropped is in here, and that leaves that, well, reasonably nice and clean. Lovely. Okay, they're all in. Crown Prince squash, butternut hunter, Crown Prince squash, Alicante, cucumber, burpless. I'll sort out the supports later. Next job is getting these planted out. We'll have cucumber there, butternut, Crown Prince, courgette and courgette there. The roots of these are so sodden after getting caught in that hailstorm the other day. So I didn't want them to get waterlogged and rotting, so I felt they were better off being planted out today. Might even give them some chicken manure pellets, seeing as I've been given some as well. There. I'll get watered in eventually. Seems daft using chicken manure pellets when I have fresh chicken poo that I could just dilute and pour on them. That's everything watered in and a bit of cat protection on top. We've got his and hers sheds. This is my shed, all the gardening stuff's in there, and that's Alistair's shed there, and he's got electricity going to his. And I'm wondering if he's going to tell me off for lashing my canes to his electric cable. So while I was in this area, I've been tidying up here. I put all my bean poles, spare bean poles there, and I had a load of weed suppressant fabric. And it was just sat there because I'd just quickly taken it off the allotment, dumped it, and it was becoming a breeding ground for slugs. So that I've spread out along the back pathway to dry off a bit, and then that can be put away tidily, ready for next winter if I need it. Right, next job is to get some things planted in this bed. Can you tell? I had potatoes in here last year. This radish, I'm going to sacrifice this radish. It's just running to seed. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to chop it all up and I'll use it as a mulch. And then once I prepare that bed, this little lot is going to go in there. I've had a few things, some Florence fennel lost in here, so we'll replace that with something else. Nothing much happening in here. Can't see any parsnips. Or can I? Don't know. I'm letting things grow a bit so as I can see what's what. No. I took the covers off this bed, the cat protection, went round the back to get the wheelbarrow and some other bits and pieces. The flipping cat has dug a hole there. I can't believe it. Now that I'm pulling up this radish, I can see there's quite a few. So I'm going to salvage those, get them in the fridge, just cut all the tops off. Quite a nice little haul of radish actually. Not used to growing this China rose variety. Had to dig that a bit to get the potatoes out. But that's ready now for planting. And I'm hungry, so I'm going to stop now for a sandwich. Carry on with that afterwards. Dwarf French beans are going in there. I was given these leeks, these are somebody's surplus, so I'm just going to pop them in there. And I was also given these celeriac, so that's going in this area. That's that bed planted up and cat protected. Celeriac, leeks and dwarf French beans. I had one solitary nasturtium germinate, and these are some herbs I rescued from Lidl. They never water their plants. Anyway, they're thriving, so I'm just going to pop them in some spaces in this herb bed. They're going to be a lot happier now in there that they've got room for their roots to grow. Coriander, parsley and one nasturtium. This dicentra really is lovely, but it drops all over the path. It flops rather all over the path, and so I've chopped it up and I'm going to use it as a mulch on the pathways in those beds, along with the radish that I chopped up earlier. Okay, so that'll all add to the nutrients in the soil, help suppress a few weeds, might get a few slugs underneath there, but I'll just have to be vigilant. The beans are now romping up the sticks. Wonderful. This is damage from the hailstorm the other day. Looks like it bashed the leaves on the sharp edges there, but they're coming up the sticks, so that's no problem. Wonderful. 2 courgettes planted out, there and there. And around the edges, I've just transplanted some rocket seedlings that were wintering in this tub. They seem to have been at a bit of a standstill. Just popped the little tomatoes, baby tomatoes, garden pearl in these tubs. This coriander is running to seed, and I put one in the centre of the rocket, and look what's happening. We have strawberry flowers. How exciting. All I've got to do now is clean up this mess and prick out swede seedlings. While I was out in the herb patch, I've smells lovely. Picked some of the lemon balm. I'm going to dry it. It makes wonderful tea and wine. I've not ever made lemon balm wine, but if I've got enough of it, I shall do. Lovely. Oh, smell-o-vision. You should have smell-o-vision. Alright, I've just laid that out in trays in the conservatory to dry off. I'll just churn it every day until it goes nice and crispy. I do have a dehydrator, but a bit reluctant to use the electricity when I've got a nice sunny conservatory to do this in. All my weed suppressant fabric is nice and dry now, so I'm going to wrap that up and put it away tidily. That's why I store all my plastic bottles that I cut in half, weed suppressant fabric, in one of these bench seats. Handy. Time to prick out my Swede seedlings. I find pricking out seedlings such a relaxing occupation, especially when you just sit here in the sunshine. There, another job done. These are going to stay outside now in this kind of mini greenhouse. I'm going to put this lot outside as well because it's getting a bit hot in the conservatory in the middle of the day, so these will be alright out here now. These dwarf beans have started germinating, so they can go out. They can go here. Still no sign of the runner beans or Greek gigantes. Hello ladies, have we had any eggs today? Should we go and have a look? What do we have in here? Yes, we have one egg there. Just the one today. Look at the flowers on those peas now. Well, it's now about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've had a really lovely full day in the garden. It's been fantastic. Back to work tomorrow, so don't think I'll get much time to do any more gardening until next week because the weekend is busy. After dinner I might just take some more hay over to the allotment and mulch down the potatoes over there. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye. Dirty hands.